What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the Busby Air Warriors Blow Blaster. Alright, you guys, so this is a pretty exciting new blaster from Air Warriors, and it's only $5. So that's pretty darn sweet, especially if it hits those 100-foot ranges. And we will find out soon enough. But this is a really small little air-powered blaster that you actually will blow into to fire. So kind of representing a blow gun or blow dart blaster. They usually are very accurate, and we'll see how accurate this thing is and how powerful it is. But the thing that's really cool about it is you really don't have to use much lung power to fire it, and anybody will be able to fire this the same distances because it's the stored air in the blaster that will be firing the dart, not your lungs. So we'll see how well this works, but I do think this is a pretty cool design and something that I was pretty excited about, and especially at that price point, you really cannot beat that. So let's just go ahead and crack this thing open and see how it works. Alright, so obviously you get your blow blaster, you get a dart holder that will fit right on here, I believe, somehow or another. So you probably put it on like that. There you go, just in front there. And then it will hold your 6 long distance darts. And these darts that Busby sends are definitely not great. They will get good ranges, but they will not be accurate at all. But we will test this out with quite a few other types of darts, so no worries there. Alright, so we have our darts loaded on the dart holder, and I'm going to show you how this thing works. So you pump it up twice is what it says. And maybe 2 pumps, it's not even that. We will put 1 dart in, we will pull it out. I don't know if that's, I think you pull it all the way out there, and then we will blow. Not sure that's going to hit 100 feet. We will try one more time. Yeah, you got to pull it out. I was just testing it there. That felt a little bit better. Go ahead and load another one in. It's got a nice dart fit, that's for sure. So I'll try to tell you what's going on here. So we do this. This actually pumps up the air tank, and it's about 2 pumps. And then there's a little black piece here that you push forward when you blow into it, and that's what hits the firing pin, firing your dart. So you might be able to see that fly forward here. So here we go again. So I'm not getting great performance. Not sure how they're getting 100 feet out of this thing. I'm a little disappointed right off the bat, but we will go ahead and take this outside, put it over the chronograph, and put it over the range and see if we're getting any better performance. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't think so, but I will play with it and let you know. All right, you guys, we'll go ahead and put some shots over the chronograph with the blow blaster. We'll go ahead and shoot off the long distance Busby darts that it came with, along with some Nerf darts, Elite darts, and Adventure Force Waffles, my new favorite dart. So one thing right off the bat is I really cannot say much for this dart holder. I mean, it works sort of, but as you can see, they kind of want to fall out pretty easily. So that's not the greatest. And they kind of pinch the dart a little bit too. So it's like it's pinching the dart, but it's also not holding the dart. It needs a, you know, it's just not the best. So I'm not sure how effective that will be, especially as I mainly see this blaster being really good as like a secondary or something that you can just throw in your pocket and pull out if you're in a desperate need to use it. And this really won't work well with that system, but really easy to just carry loose darts around and then just load them that way. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and put some shots over the chronograph. Wow, that was absolutely horrendous. 31. There we go. 55. 61. 55, 51, 46. So that leaves a little bit to be desired. We'll go ahead and grab a few elites and a few Adventure Force, see if they do any better. 62. Try a waffle this time. 59. 64. 51. 68. 42. Yeah, that's definitely not the best, but I do have a second one of these I want to try and see if it's sealing any better. I feel like it's leaking a little bit, like the part that has to, this part actually seals it so it doesn't leak out, and I feel like that is the biggest issue. The actual part that flies forward when you blow into it to hit the blast button there, if that part isn't sealed before you shoot, you're not going to get as much power because you're losing air pressure. So I think that's the biggest issue, but we'll go ahead and try a second one of these and shoot some with that and see if it gets us any better performance. So we'll just go ahead and try the other darts I have here just to see. They all seem to be doing around the same FPS, so. Well, that one got an error, but it seemed to fly a little further. Try another elite dart. 79, but that one flew straight into the ground because elite darts aren't very accurate, so we'll try an Adventure Force waffle. 68, so this one seems to perform a little bit better, slightly. Just seals, I think, a little bit better than the other one did. 62, so slightly better performance, but not anything to write home about. But it is pretty cool that you can just pump it like 2 times and then fire, so it's not as slow of reloading as like most air-powered blasters. You know, usually you need a lot more than just 2 pumps to be able to fire it. So I think that's a nice feature, and I think it's definitely an interesting blaster, especially for somebody like that likes to play HVZ and then, you know, wants something they can just have as a backup they can just throw in their pocket. But we'll go ahead and check out the ranges and see what we get, and then we'll try a few angled shots. So I think that was the first one right here, and that was 15 feet because it didn't seal at all. Another short one here at 20 feet, but most of them landed here, up here a little bit. This was 29, and then a few here right around 32 feet, and then I feel like the majority here went around that 35 to 37 foot range, with a few here maybe 38 and 41, but definitely nothing incredible. So, you know, not quite the performance I was hoping to get out of this blaster. I thought the air tank would be a little bit bigger and also just seal a little bit better, but we will try some angled shots and see how those do. All right, we'll go ahead and start out with the long distance darts here and see how those do, and we'll try this one since it seemed to perform just slightly better than the other one. Well, I spoke too soon. That was horrendous. It really has to seal or it's not going to work well. There we go, that's better. Try another one. Definitely not 100 feet, which is disappointing. Well, that one went, but nowhere close to on target, so you're really not going to hit anything shooting like this. This is just basically to get the furthest range we can possibly get, but not going to be super practical. Try an elite dart. That one flew pretty well, actually. Try a waffle this time. These are going to be the straightest and most accurate darts, and the cheapest. That one looks pretty good. Try another one of those. Well, that was another one right down the line. Try one more elite dart. Whoa! I don't think we're finding that one. It flew over the roof that way. That might have gone 100 feet, but nowhere close to in the right direction. We'll try one more elite. Well, that one almost did it too, but then it straightened back out. All right, last one. These are definitely the dart of choice in my opinion. There we go. All right, see if we got anything close to 100 feet. I am pretty sure we did not. A few of them came down right here. That was the last one right there. That was only 50 feet, 51 feet, 52 feet there. We have another one at 58 feet here. The longest ones were up here. These were the elite darts. They're lighter, but not as accurate, 68 feet. We had the other one fly over there into my yard. That one might have gone close to 100 feet, but not online, so not too effective. And this one, not very online either, all the way over here in my neighbor's yard. So yeah, not 100 feet. Not that I really expected this to get 100-foot ranges, but I expected it to be a little bit better than it is. And Busby is usually fairly honest normally with their range claims and whatnot, at least more so than Nerf is usually. Their performance is usually better, so I'm a little disappointed, but I do think the major problem is when you pump this up, it has to seal back here. This black piece has to seal before you can start pumping. And then once you pull it forward, there are 2 air holes on each side here, which have to be there to allow this piece to actually move forward to hit that blast button, but also allow it to leak here, and then also it can leak back here if this isn't sealed perfectly. So that's the reason why we're not getting amazing performance. So that's been pumped up for a little bit there, and it only got like 15 feet because it was leaking the entire time I was talking there while after it reached full capacity. So you're basically going to have to move quickly with this to get it to work to the best of the ability. So that means have a dart already loaded before you pump it quickly, and then fire as fast as possible. And even then, that wasn't great range on that one. It's a cool design. I like it, but it's gonna leak. The air is gonna leak out because of the way it works with this thing traveling forward. So that's probably why we're not getting great performance. I do believe there's an air restrictor in here too, which I'm not sure if you can remove or not, and the air not leak out the other way. I'm not an expert on air blasters, but this is just, you know, what I think is going on. All right, you guys, well, I hope you've enjoyed the review of the Blow Blaster. If you're interested in picking one of these things up, they are available at Dollar General for $5, like I said, or you can find them online at Dollar General. That's where I got mine. I'm assuming they're in stores now, but definitely keep a lookout for them if they are not in your area. They are definitely a fun little blaster. Definitely will not be replacing those blowpipe snipers that you see out on your Nerf battlefields, but you know, it is a fun blaster. Definitely something that's very easy to keep in your pocket and just load loose darts into and get a pretty quick shot off with only 2 pumps. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and as always, peace out.